we go. We should have volume. Yes.
Yay.
Yes, volume. There we go.
Hello, everybody. We'll be doing
Amphora
today. Part 1.
Part 1, yes.
Stay
Big
tuned.
scale.
Stay tuned for part 2.
There we go, because normally the scale we use is a little 5-pound food scale. Amphora, we pull out the 20-pounder.
Which is why we got the big.
Yeah, because for the large pieces, we were measuring the clay by how loud the bang was when we set a piece of clay on it.
That's just not very
Or we
precise.
were measuring it in hand spans.
Hand spans. Yeah. We finally investigated.
Oh, which also means that, I need to bring up my on-screen sticky note for, one of our monitors decided to cop out on us, and we're trying to figure out why.
We have their old monitors. Oops.
Okay.
They went the mouse?
No, I was checking to make sure nothing came up on the screen that shouldn't. Sorry,
Yeah.
mouse. Come back here.
Killed the mouse by its tail. Hopefully it's
Yeah.
not dead. No, it's still alive.
Yep, it still functions. Maybe it works better now. It knocks some of the clay out. Sticky notes.
Oh, yeah.
There's the sticky note I need. Because all it was before was a guesstimate of 120 ounces for the base belly. So I'll measure this one as a hand span, and then I'll weigh it.
Yes.
So we'll know how much it actually weighs.
Yeah.
Okay. And yes, if you can hear the motor in the background, we have the heater on.
Because it's
cold.
It's cold and rainy. It looks like it's like March outside.
The high today is predicted to be 58 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay, so weight. Of course, I can't read it in ounces like I used to, so it's about 9.5 pounds. I'm not going to. I'm going to record it as 9.5 pounds. Because it's...
Here we go.
Thud.
Make it be round. Because don't put any more strain on my
9.5
arms than possible. Because I'm going to be doing 2 of them, which is 6 pieces. Well, one's an Amphora and one's a Hydrea.
which is a stout Amphora with an extra handle.
Yes.
And occasionally a foot. Not all of them had feet. And, that's the other thing I have to do. I have to bring up a photo. Do you want a picture of quintessential Amphora shape? Or do you want the one that is the inspiration? Or do you want both?
Both is good.
Both is good. Gotcha. Because...
In the words of
Miguel and Tulio. Both. Both is good.
Yes.
Because you can't say Miguel or Tulio, because they say it in unison.
Yes.
Okay, so, and of course it's going to, because it's all messed up my icons, too. Here, little icon, where have you gone? Oh, goodness. I had a hard enough time finding that one before.
And yes.
I'm not, oh, there it is. Because it's a shortcut to the external, so it's not, it doesn't group it with everything else. Come on. Open the folder. There we go. So I'll have, now you've opened twice. How nice. There we go. I will bring...
This actually takes me a few minutes.
Yeah.
9.5 pounds of clay.
Yeah. And to think, that's half of the main body. I'm looking for the Greek folder. That's what I'm doing. French, German, Greek. Amphora. I don't want file name view. That's a stem nose.
May not sound like that much, really, but I wear size extra small gloves, so my hands, in comparison to this much clay, takes a little bit of effort. But they're fun to make.
Yeah. Actually, what do you think of that one for a comparative shape
Yeah.
to the one we're going to be mimicking? So I'll drag that one to the desktop. Because I can see this narrow. Now I need to go all the way up and into a completely different folder.
Because we take a picture of each piece we make. So we have quite
All
the
pottery by series. Greek.
external hard drive full of pictures of pottery.
Well over 10,000 pictures just of pieces we've made. Amphora, view, large icons. This is one of the earlier ones that we made.
It was. Can you make one like you? Yeah, one of the first.
Yeah. Let's see now. Can I see the age on the file? Properties. Yes. If it is representative of the age of the original piece, it was made in 2014.
Wow, that's 8 years ago.
Yes.
Wow.
And oh man, the Amphora have gotten so much better since then.
Jackson said that each time we make another piece, it comes out better.
Okay, so now I need to browse desktop. Now I need to find that. And the desktop on this machine has gotten so fuzzy too.
In other words, a lot of
Lots of
files
that I need to move, which makes it hard to find things. Okay, that's one image. And now we need to get the other one. Browse. Scrolling. There it is. Okay.
That may have been the first one we did.
It was the first one out of this clay that we did.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And it's just the two images. They're going to cover up the water bucket, but that's it.
Oh well.
There we go. So I can drag this one a little further over. There we go.
The one on the right is the museum piece. The one on the left is the replica. Not the same pattern.
Not the same pattern, but oh yeah, just the. Wow, we've gotten much better.
Yeah. Well, that was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Meow. I'm trying to.
Driving your fist to the bottom.
Driving my fist straight down because
So-
I use the knuckles.
Does it feel like you've got the right size piece of clay there?
We'll find out.
Okay.
No, I mean,
And I will.
I'm sure it'll be the right size because the balls are
It'll be
still
good
really
enough.
big.
Yes, because yeah, they're still over an inch thick there.
Yeah. So yeah, it should be the right size.
Good.
And
Hi, Nix. What
right
you looking
now
at?
I'm just making the walls taller. And this takes some time.
That's going. You've got that. Oh yes, I needed to deal with the stinking monitor.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I hope the monitor doesn't stink. That would be nasty. That would explain why it's not working.
Well, I've tried the connection at the machine. I've tried the connection at the monitor. There's also the connection at the adapter. Maybe that's what gave out.
Yeah.
Oh. So it's the upper one. This, yeah.
The monitor we're using is probably upwards of like 10, 15 years old. So
The infamous blow on the connections and plug it back in.
you know,
It's
it's in a very dusty environment, so they're not
With
dusting it. No, not yet.
Eh.
brother to look at it at some point. Maybe.
Yeah. In the case of IT, I've tried unplugging it and plugging it back in again.
Yeah, well, that would be the first. That's always the first.
Nope,
line of it.
still nothing. I'll try the other one again, but it might be that the adapter died.
Could be. The adapters aren't very new either.
No. Because that's it could also be the old VGA cord.
Oh, a lot of these. Oh,
Yeah. I mean, the monitor is booting up and going, no input going into power saver mode. It's giving that message.
yeah.
And that's the same across two different monitors.
So it kind of brings to these
That-
might be.
It's either the port on the machine, which I really hope not. That would suck. Or it's either the cord or the adapter. I neglected to get two things down to the drying rack downstairs earlier. It was the two mini white plates.
Yes, and I'm watching the screen instead of watching my hands, which essentially I'm watching my hands by watching the screen. I can see the profile, in which case
Next, you're trying to
that's
attack
how
the
I'm doing it.
monitor?
Because I can look at the example piece right alongside what I'm throwing. Unless there are lots of between these.
Sorry. I'm trying to perform tech issue
Yeah.
fixes.
And
I'm sorry that I
this
got in the way.
seems to be working.
Seems like the right amount of clay.
Seems like the right amount of place.
This monitor has, oh goodness, what sort of DVI-D. So I could always look for a DVI-D cord and a DVI-D to HDMI adapter if we have one on hand.
But not right now.
Oh yeah, not right now. Just
Yeah.
potential next step
And want to make these ones as light as possible.
because they're going to
Going
grease,
to grease.
which is just gonna go.
Or great powdery replicas are going to grease.
Oh,
How cool is that?
if I turn the monitor off and then turn it back on again. Because this error happened the other day when it was just me and it was like, huh, did that other monitor go into power saver mode? Because some monitors have that time period after a certain amount they turn off.
Yeah.
No.
The monitor was too old for that.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so cut you off another piece the same size for the other half.
Yeah. This is half a stone.
Cool.
I have to like do it so it's
Level.
level on top because I put another bowl which will be top side. And it has to be the same circumference. Because I take the bowl, turn it upside down, and
Let go. Good.
and that's what I use the calipers for. The big ones, not the little ones.
Oh, this next piece is 10 counts. I probably want to cut it down a bit.
Probably, yeah.
Go like this. So I wanted 9.5.
There we go. Now take this one off. I'm gonna set it over there.
I'll just toss it to you, right?
No.
I would not do that because that would be dangerous.
Yes, it would be.
It is a lump of clay. It is not a medicine ball. We're not making that kind of exercise.
No, it's
The nice thing with having a the thing hanging from the ceiling, it doesn't rock the screen when you thud the clay.
Yes.
Whoops!
I've heard that you can hear this in the house.
Yeah.
Well, this is actually the exterior
Okay,
wall of the
I'm-
house.
yeah.
This is a enclosed patio. Sit down.
Okay. And since I've now confirmed how much clay, and the other two can stay measured in the amounts they had been, because those are measured in ounces, those would be measured on the other scale. Oh, I sat down briefly. I
First, we
wasn't sure.
want to do all 4 pounds before we
Yes.
do the 2 minutes.
I don't think there's enough clay left here for another half. No, this is only like 7 and a bit pounds. Though, if you were to use nearly 8 and a bit pounds per half, you'd be able to get 3 halves out of the bag.
Interesting. Tricky. But that can just go for the
Next, yes. Well, it's just
yeah.
something to consider. Was also, were you wanting to think 2 or 3?
Like 3 might be a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll see after I get done with the 4th piece.
Gotcha.
Because then I have to make the next. Well, I suppose I can just save the next for another day.
Yeah, because the bodies have to be done. Does the next to be thrown the day that the bodies are assembled?
No.
No?
It have to be the day before.
The day before. Gotcha.
Well, no, because I want to let it sit first, and
Yeah.
we don't have to throw the nets today.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we could do 3.
So that first one didn't take you all that long to
That
throw.
one, I remember it taking longer. It's been like about a year since I made it. So
Yeah.
it's usually this time of year. Yeah.
But what I was going to ask at this point was, do you want to make the next one using 8-pound pieces? 8 and a half.
Yeah, let's do the next one that's 8 and a half. Always trying to do it better each time.
Yes. Oop. We'll be like 8 and a quarter-ish.
I didn't make any last fall because we're still waiting for our patient,
Yes. And
which was delayed for like 3 or 4 months.
yeah.
So anything made out of this nice red clay,
Had to wait.
has been
Back.
So we have this whole backlog of pieces for this clay.
Because the clay was back ordered because of the pandemic, all the red clay pieces ended up being back ordered.
Yeah, and we're still, we're getting there. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, we're getting there.
Oh, do you want me to turn the heater off now?
Yeah, we can turn the heater off. We shouldn't have to have the heater on in
June.
I guess it's because we're all prepared for the hot weather.
Oh yeah, we were bracing for it. It's like, yeah,
Somebody gave us a room air conditioner.
Oh yeah, it's lovely. We could put up with it being 100 degrees outside and still work in the shop.
Yeah.
The high today is 58.
Yeah, I know.
We had to run the heater to bring it up over 60 degrees out here today.
Warm muscles work better.
Yes.
Because I have cranky old muscles.
There's one of the pieces. And I will wait to cut you off the piece for the 3rd set. I'm done with this January.
Yes. I guess it's better than the 100-degree heat.
Yes.
I have to say,
Last week, Facebook memory came up going, thank goodness for AC.
yeah, we were told that
it was just a heat pump, but we kept seeing coolant listed in the details.
yeah.
And the first
It
time we
turned
hit
out to
the
be
cool
air
button, it's like, feel that icy breeze emanating from the vents. It's beautiful.
I know.
And that was our first summer here.
Yeah, so we had lived on the coast for about 15
First time
years.
ever living in a house with AC.
Yeah. It used to be where we lived in California, a little town called Fortuna, just north of the Avenue of the Giant Skate Park.
It wasn't
It
necessary.
was one of those things, you wanted to cool off the house, you open the windows on the north side of the house. That was perfectly cool. It never got sun. I used to give my sister a bad time and talk to her, and it's kind of like, yeah, it was horrible. It got to be 70 degrees today. We had to
open a window to cool the house down.
Well, she lives down in the Bay Area, where it does get hot.
Meanwhile, in the Bay Area, it was 100 degrees.
And with her air conditioning going, it was over 80 still.
Well, the valley was so heavily cemented over that it didn't cool down overnight. It's magical.
Yeah. But I'd rather not live on the coast because there are no services there.
No.
It takes so long to get anywhere.
Not to mention the amount of money we save just on one clay delivery.
Oh, yeah. Now it's $30 to get 2 tons delivered rather than 500.
Yeah.
And I love our supplier. It's
We can recommend Georgie's.
Georgie's Ceramic. They were saying, I'm sorry, we'll have to charge you $30 for shipping, for delivery. And they even unload it.
Yeah. And they ask you, well, where do you want your clay? Open the windows. If it's really bad like it did during that heat bubble, we sleep in the basement.
Oh,
I know not everyone has one of those. Yeah.
Then we have a crawl space.
I think we were careful not to use too much power during the heat dome. I think we had it turned so that it was only 79, 80 degrees.
We drew the line at 79 degrees.
Because anything warmer than that is like, it's starting to get sticky. We were coming out to the studio.
We couldn't run the kiln.
No, we couldn't run the
kiln.
kiln.
Hot. So, I mean, it's definitely much better with it being cold than being too hot.
Yeah.
Because if we run the kiln, we would have fried our electronics.
And that's a pricey fix.
Oh, yeah, that's a pricey.
Okay, do you have it measured, the top half there?
Yes, I do.
Okay, do you want me to set it up on the shelf?
Okay. Set it right there.
Yes.
To see it. Because this one will be...
Oh. There. Huh. Let's see.
And by the way, hi Deb.
Yeah, but we had a rush order on Greek pieces. Yes. So this will be part one of a whole series of streams on Greek.
And these pieces are going to Greece, which is
that's really cool.
Okay,
next may I share the
shipping?
Yeah, I have to get online and do the shipping quotes.
We'll do
two invoices, one for the pottery,
one for the shipping.
I love these shapes. They're cool.
They're so neat because it's kind of a...
We should make the miniature ones again.
Yes.
The ones where you gotta run a Battle Buddy orders.
We got one. Yeah. You never know.
And sometimes if people look, then they go, whoa, when it comes to how much stuff there is on the website.
Yeah. Because we don't specialize in any culture or time period.
That would be boring.
There's too much to choose from.
Nodding my head about mini Amphoras. Things that are more typical, like flower vase size. Rather than the, whole Did you get it right on the first try?
Yes, I did. It's just a matter of time. We could stop there. Yeah, I could just stop here. So yeah. Look at the shape.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if the rest of them go like this, I should be able to do 3.
Cool. So I have the pieces for the next one already cut for you. And yeah, if you're going to be doing 3, you'll be doing yeah 2.5 bags of clay.
Yeah, this is a lot better than going up and down flights of stairs.
True.
Just
Or hauling bricks.
or hauling bricks. We're gonna have brick
I know.
details in our yard.
Yes. Well, there's already some brick detailing. Oof. More than
Yep.
it's heavy. We can put 1 pairing per shelf.
Yeah.
Okay. Next bat.
Yep.
Ugh, that one's kind of chewy.
That one's in the wrong pile.
You go long. Occasionally bats get in the wrong pile. Oh, that's a big bat.
And also, these ones only get used for Greek things.
One of these times going through Portland, though, we're going to have to stop at Georgie's because there's some things that you can only get in person. Or it's just easier to pick out in person. Large bats.
I'm sure that sounded great.
Oh, yeah.
This is how you
seeing the dust fly, too.
Good. That's how you prune a bat.
Yep. Thud. Gotta go to an appointment, but love watching you throw when I can. Thank you for watching. Yeah. And it'll be available on YouTube later. You just won't be able to communicate live.
It's one of those things. Today's stream is brought to you by the like button.
Yes. And the bell?
And the bell to get notifications.
Because they made it so they're 2 separate things. Liking an episode means YouTube logarithms will go, hey, this stuff over here is neat. And the subscribe will get you notifications. The bell will get you
live notifications.
Live notifications, yes. Rather than, oh, by the way, this person streamed at some point today. See just the texture of the slap sleeve on the clay. Yes, now a volcano. Because if the pound difference doesn't make a whole lot of difference, it'd be more efficient. Done?
Well, it means it's less wear and tear.
Oh, do you need more water?
Yes.
Oh, the jug is low. I'll have to go fill it.
This makes it quicker to set up, which means I can do more pieces and
yeah. It's less wearing on the arms to
the
slap
arms,
it.
the legs, the back.
Yeah, you're going to be
Because
creaky later.
My arms are braced on the insides of my knees, and the bending over and the pressure to center it.
jug of water. Don't work for the fact that the slab roller was covered right now downstairs. I could go do and get writing heads going, but I'd have to move all the pottery that's been unloaded from the kiln off of the slab roller before I could do that. And I don't want to not be up here for that long for you.
Yeah.
I know. I should do dice. Dice. That's what I should be doing.
Yes. And the gaming dice, the 20s, the 12s, the 10s, the 8s, the 6s, and the 4s.
Bag of scrap.
Which are always popular at summer events.
I don't know why they're so seasonal.
Yeah. We have the Highland Games, the Ren Fair. But they can sell more at other events too, at the reenactment events.
They're just a summery kind of thing. Oh, and I'll put the white slip back on its shelf. 2 days ago we were throwing with white clay.
And those pieces will be seen later this summer.
In Pennsylvania. Next, I'm going to want some space on the chair.
So for the people who shoot Penzic, they can see our stuff. Yeah. They're called hobbitrons.
Somebody asked her for her booth link.
Yeah. I got what the booth number is.
Miss Penzic is so large, booths basically have addresses.
Yeah.
Hi, Nix.
Never been there because it's
No.
both the other side of the country.
Yeah.
I've never traveled that far.
No. Farthest east we've ever been is Arizona.
Yeah.
Because that one time that you did the whirlwind trip in Europe, you did stop, have a, what is it, layover?
On the way back, it was.
But it doesn't really count if you don't get off the plane.
Yeah, it was a military base of some nature because they had to refuel. We were delayed due to good weather. It was warm enough they couldn't get enough fuel in the plane to get all the way back in one jump, as it were. That was like
A long time. 93, 94 or something like that.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
What you choose to see now would be so different than then.
30 years later.
Yeah. Yeah, just about.
Yeah, because it was just good.
Because now you have a much tighter focus when you look in museums.
Oh yeah. Well, we were looking at everything.
Yes.
One of the three people, they liked Regency.
Which is one reason why you stopped off in Brighton.
It was took us 2 years to save up enough money to do it on a shoestring. The cheapest flights and the cheapest bed and breakfast.
Leisure Air.
Leisure Air, yes. Just kettle car, basically. Oh my goodness, it was so. I'm
You
only
could
5 foot tall, and I thought there was no leg.
Yeah. That's saying something.
And the seats were only wide enough for,
The seats were barely wide enough.
for small people.
It must have been something with the, like full-size people.
Yeah. In the center, there were 3 seats across.
And there were 3 of you, so.
I think it was 4 seats, and there was somebody else, some stranger on the end. It was kind of
Oh, I feel sorry for them. The three of you, and
Yeah.
one of these days, I would love to go and see if you can see if you can contact the right people to get the backstage pass, like, and check out the broken, storehouse stuff. Tour of the storerooms of stuff at like the British Museum.
Boy, no.
Just show us all the broken pottery that's not good enough for display.
Why would you want that? Well,
we recreate historic pottery. Please show us the stuff that's not good enough for display, because then you see the broken stuff, so you get the cross section, the texture on the inside, because you can't see the inside if the piece is intact. Not if it's a jug or something of that nature. Obviously, you can't for bowls and plates.
But you never see the bottoms.
No,
They rarely have pictures of those. A lot of museums do have decent pictures online.
Yeah. One of the ones with the least nice pictures is actually the Louvre.
There's
In
all
terms-
black and white.
Not
They're
all of
higher
them.
quality pictures because you have, greater detail, but no color. For Italian pottery, seriously?
Not all of them are no color. They just have a high proportion.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah. It's like, ugh. Well, they might well be pieces that are no longer in existence, or because World War II.
Yeah.
Meh. A lot of things went missing or were destroyed. And pottery wasn't high on the save it from invaders list.
Not for Italian pottery. Yes.
Might also be where some of the other 3 pieces to the ladder series.
Oh no.
It's this really cool piece. It's an 11-piece set that was split up and sold in the mid-1800s.
Yeah.
No 2 pieces are in the same museum. And can only find pictures and references to 8 of the 11 pieces.
I recently found another one.
It's not part of the same set. I looked it up. It's a similar piece. It's not the ladder series. The heraldry on it's different.
Okay, you're the one who told me about it, so it
No,
was before
it
you
was-
looked it up.
It looked similar, but it was not of that. It wasn't the ladder series.
No, or more likely to be a top.
Yeah, I was thinking that one looked top shaped.
Go.
So I need to hand you the next chunk. Yeah. Don't spread out and overtake the seat there, kid. Oh, no back. It's like, I pass it to you. I don't pass it to you.
No way the other one is.
Yeah,
The big one. Oh, no, it wasn't a bottom. This one.
That would be better for the third top.
Yeah,
the top
since I
more.
don't have.
No, you need to, since we sacrificed one to the
Piece that died.
yes, decided to fragment in the final firing. Meh.
Can always happen.
Yes. Well, wants to help paint more things than just octopus. It can have them paint numbers.
Yeah.
Going through the stubs from yesterday's canvas. slap.
Yes, I know.
I was wondering what the bell sound was, and then I realized it was the ring tapping against one of the buttons.
We had even more of a bell sound the other day when it was tinkling against the weeds.
Yeah.
Well, don't wear a ring when you're throwing. It's a good way of grinding your ring down to nothing.
Yep. Because you're effectively running wet sandpaper over it.
Yeah.
People make the comment, it's like the handmade D20s. Well, they can't roll that evenly. Like, no, they're not good.
They're not hand formed. They're from a mold.
Yeah.
But they are handmade because it's no mechanical process was used.
No. If you want absolute randomness, you have to get one of those high-end milled dice.
Yeah,
they're pricey. Because you need the weight to be absolutely balanced, in which case they don't have the incised numbering. Because if you do that, you're actually throwing off the weight in minuscule ways. But enough to affect the rolls over time. Yeah. That's not quite enough. Oh, you're gonna sit up there now, Nix? I can get my all the way back into the seat now.
It's right. Oh, it's chairs.
Go to die. The old black one with the peeling. It's relegated to a cat seat, or if we do need a third seat in here for whatever reason. Third seat that's not the wheel. It's just shoved in the corner.
Well, that one no longer had any purpose in life, so.
And it's comfortable chair. And actually, the arms on it are a useful thing here because I realize that I'm bracing my elbow on it while I'm doing the dice. Take the scrap blade, make it a smooth shape, press it in the mold, cut the flashing off, see how close it is, put it back in the mold, press it again, clean the flashing off. Hello, Nix. Oh, are you going to sit in the lap now? Oh, okay. Break time. Gotcha. Before I end up spiking the cat with the tool. Hi.
Yes, and how ridiculous it looks with my little itty bitty thumbs into this much place.
Yeah. So how are your muscles doing?
They're still there. I haven't torn any muscles or anything.
I'm glad to hear they're not flapping loose in the breeze.
I'm like, all the tendons are still connected. The muscles are still there, still attached.
And yes, Nix does have a white collar on her right now, trying to ease some rough introductions between her and one of the two male cats. The one that's really close to her in age doesn't seem to play well with others at the moment so far. So there's one of the calming pheromone collars on both him and Nix.
It seems to have made her calmer.
Yes. Also seems to have made her more rambunctiously playful and kittenish.
Yeah. Don't play with her. Unless you have the toy on a stick.
So all the playing and flailing of claws happens several feet away.
No, it's the way she's always played.
Oh yes.
Even as a kitten.
Yeah.
As a small kitten, it got to the point I didn't play with her that way anymore because it was just too.
Not once she weighed more than 8 ounces. Once she weighed more than about 2 pounds. It was like, okay, there's too much Velcro kitten here, and her claws are too big and sharp. Oh yes, I'm scritching under the collar. And her eyes are rolling back in her head. Does this feel good? Oh,
Yeah, you have the real hard job there, don't you? Pet the cat.
Pet the cat, yes. Desperately hard job. Pet the cat. Mind you, on the screen, she just about disappears into the black garments I'm wearing. Pretty much all you can see is the white collar, which blends into the white elements on the shirt. She is camo cat. Well, there's times when she's curled up in like the dark corner of a cupboard. So long as she keeps her face tucked in with its caramel markings, she does just kind of disappear. And then she whips that face around and his bright face markings shine in the darkness. Plus the eyes. The two glowing coins.
Yeah.
At some point I'll be allowed to use my hand again.
Right. Yeah, this.
Making this cylinder.
Make the cylinder taller.
So this will be the lower half of.
Yes, this is
lower half of the body of an Amphora.
Yeah, the body. That one will get turned upside down. Nothing like making the hands look even smaller.
Yeah. So this is like the 8.5 pounds of clay. Or roughly a third of a bag. You're being a sweet kitty. Yes.
Here we have the base cylinder.
Well, what did you hear, Nix? Could you retract the claws from my legs, please? Just back out of my flesh. Thank you.
Rotary wings on it. Those are the tips of my finger. Because I'm using my hands like this and going up. And the hand on the other side, the fingers are like this. So they press together. And that's what causes your
pulling the material up.
Yeah.
Hi, Nix.
Now I've made it a couple inches taller now. Now I can make it.
You can give it shape.
Shape it there. I'm going to be pushing harder from the inside. Don't press too hard, otherwise put finger right through the side, and that would be bad.
Mwah! Yes, kitty. Oh, yes, you're happy. She's kneading. I know. The studio is your happiest place, isn't it? I'm not entirely sure what makes Clay Studio just one of the ultimate happy spots for cats.
It's like you only to cat.
Yeah.
Let's see how much bigger does this.
Well, Nix has figured out how to pull that drawer open in my desk. It's where I keep the catnip. And the cat treats. At least she's not a bag ripper. Something one of her predecessors did on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Yes, I know my food dish is full, but there's a bag there that I can rip open and get it straight from there. It'll be fresher. Well, do you need another hug, Nix? Go. Got 4 D20s made so far. Next. Nix, pretty soon I'm going to have to cut her more clay. Yeah, for that I'm going to have to get up and disturb this cuteness. Yes, I kissed her nose. How's weather elsewhere? What we've got right now is about 55 degrees and rain. Just a gentle rain at the moment.
Just don't have to make you completely wet. Try to do anything outside.
Yeah.
What time is
Grocery shopping.
Yeah. No, we have to do grocery shopping. Very nasty weather.
Yeah. It's no matter how quickly you try to load the vehicle. Yeah. It gets soggy. Okay. Are you done? Aw. Is there a spot on my arm that needs cleaning, Nix?
This one's actually a little bit smoother around now.
So,
I want to color
trade
that
them?
one in. Yeah.
Okay. Nix?
I can get this one here.
I yes. I was like, here, why don't you climb over my shoulder? She didn't realize I wasn't wearing my vest.
Oh,
She
you got out of the chair.
Oh, warm spot. Dibs. She spun in the chair too. Okay, there you go.
The other one didn't turn so easily.
No. The other chair is decidedly worn. That one with its rounder base may be a good candidate for being a Hydria.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, and I remember why he stated the reason why he wants black figure, because there's more exposed clay for
And it's-
wetting to keep water cool in Greece in July.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's still made a perfectly fine size piece.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll record it as eight. Can they do an unglazed pointy bottom Roman version, same height, just proportionally skinnier? Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Would you throw the base part upside down or upside right? Would you throw it point up?
Still be the two halves.
Yeah.
You know, like what you do with the skulls.
You
You
point
just-
it.
We made those gnome hats.
Oh, you're right. It'd be just a gigantic notepad.
So no, gigantic gnome hats.
And I need to get to the other. But yeah, we can totally do the exterior unglazed Roman versions. More the transport amphora.
Yeah. Slow transport.
Yes. Well, it would be something
Oh,
that
like
would,
this tall.
yeah. Would be the 18 inches?
Because you do 3 parts this size.
Yeah. Declare you not enough. There. Yeah. Rather than doing it 9 1/2, do the pieces between and 9, and that way you got 3 out of. You get 3 amphora out of
3 amphora
halves.
Body halves.
Out of each bag. So I will change that note on the screen here. So rather than 9.5, it will be I get 2 P's. 8 to 9 pounds. There we go. There we go. And more bags for the cleaning of litter boxes. Toss them in the corner. Mind you, I should probably bring one back inside with us. And when you finish the 6th piece, that'll be the end of it for today. You will only throw 50 pounds.
Because we can throw the next day.
Yes.
Because it'll still be a pile.
And since it's raining today, let's see, what's the temperature?
We'll get the
63% humidity. Should I turn on the dehumidifier?
Because we want them to dry.
Yes. In good speed.
Yeah.
Not too fast, but we want them to dry. With good speed.
With the lack.
Okay. It's reading 70% humidity at knee height over here. It does not need to be on high though. I'll turn it back down to its usual low. And have it set for 60% humidity?
Yeah.
Hi, Nix. Yes, I revealed you.
I know. You like the white clay better, don't you? Yes.
Yeah, she is not a fan of the darker clays. And that's why she was all over me. I was using white clay to make dice.
Yeah.
She's like, you have wet clay residue on your hands. And like Nora, she was leaving the streaks of white clay that she got in her fur yesterday in place.
Yeah.
Yes, I've rinsed the red clay off my hands. And I do have a bag of firmer red over here for doing hands. And we still have another 75 pounds of red that I brought up this morning.
Ooh.
Oh, oh, heck yes.
But we have red. This is a good batch of red.
Yeah, it's a good batch of red. The prior batch we got right towards the very beginning of lockdown, and it was not a good batch. Well, the clay manufacturers had actually shut down for several months.
Yeah. Which was the right thing to do.
Oh yeah. It's not that the materials that went into making the clay went off. It's just that they were no longer of an ideal consistency.
It's like they were old.
Yeah.
Because it gets, it'll slowly lose moisture over time.
Well, I think some of the batch dates, because clay, when it's manufactured, will actually stamp the box with the date that it was made. Some of the batch dates were like late 2019 when we got them in 2020.
And the second half.
Yeah, like August of 2020. It was like a November 2019
Some of
make
it was
date.
October, so it was,
Yeah.
it had sat.
And it was stiff and slightly dry, almost. It was still a moist clay, but it had a certain crunchiness to it.
Yeah, and it was not.
You made yourself very sore trying to use it, and the pieces didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Well, it was really firm. And I couldn't throw the big pieces out of it.
No, we couldn't. And we had a lot of big pieces on order.
Yeah.
So we had to order more.
And then it was.
And then it was, well, everything was queued up and backlogged.
Yeah.
There were a lot of places in line waiting for clay.
And honestly, we're,
we're small potatoes compared to like schools.
Yeah. We don't go through multiple times a year. Maybe 2 quarters
Of that one clay.
of that one kind of clay.
Because it's like, yeah, we do go through tons of clay per year.
That's why it's a big deal when we never go through clay.
Yeah. And ask us where we want the clay set.
Yeah, they don't just really, you can just set it on the driveway. It's okay. Oh no, I will.
Well, the first time during lockdown, they went, well, we can't go inside.
That's fine.
They
So
they apologized.
And it's good, like, so with piece of chalk.
We wrote clay here on the driveway.
Yeah, it was right in front of the garage door.
But off to one side so it could still get in and out.
Yeah.
There was another time where we built up stuff on the inside. It was kind of tricky getting in and out until we loaded in about half of the clay.
And now that it's being rearranged, it'll be kind of tricky.
Yeah.
It'll be really, just set it here.
Yeah. Just separate the colors into piles.
Yeah.
Make little chalk boxes and label the boxes because it's black, red, stoneware, white because that's porcelain. But porcelain is such a small quantity compared to the others. Because probably at least half of the porcelain goes into making the spiral pieces.
Yeah.
What would be termed in certain areas agate ware.
They're swirly pieces.
They're swirly wares. Not to be confused with pieces that have spirals decorated.
No, but those are spirals.
Yes.
Different than swirls. It's a good shape on them.
Oh yeah. So it looks like the 8 pounds is a good amount of clay?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, now that we can actually measure with more
Not-
accuracy.
That was a loud thump. Maybe we want a slightly softer thump.
Yeah. Or,
A fingerless clay.
yeah.
Squish, squish. Probably won't be able to pursue that project until post-season, so like after October. But starting to make the molds for the Samian.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
possibly before then, but
We'll have to
possibly
get
not.
into doing the same there, 'cause
Yeah.
that looks like
Doing glaze research, trying to find a modern glaze or combination of glazes that will mimic the color and texture of the Samian terracingulata,
yeah.
which is not a glaze. It's refined clay.
Yeah.
But it's not something that you can do at the cone fire that we use.
And now they're all coming in to within a quarter of an inch.
Nice. Yeah. Oh yes, and turning the dehumidifier on is also going to raise it by a few degrees in here. Let me guess, Mom. You want another piece after this, right? I'm teasing you.
Head's tired. Back tired.
Well, after this last piece, you will throw 50 pounds across 6 pieces.
Yeah, this one's warped, so. I'm trying to find.
We need to get some new large bats, don't we?
Yeah, the larger one. Is there? I think there's a larger one in this pile.
Okay, here, let me come lend a hand.
Yeah. Nope. This would be easier to get to check from that side.
This one's bigger.
Here we go. There's one of the bigger ones over there.
What I did is I took and squished the stack
Yeah, you
together.
see, all I can do is reach it.
Actually, here. There.
There.
I just tidied the pile.
Oh, I see a bigger one back there. Damn it. Yeah. You should be over there anyways.
There.
There.
I tidied the other pile too. Because that one has some significantly red. Don't make your mother mad. She might throw something. Yeah.
Okay. Sir?
Oh yes, sorry. I need to hand you the piece of clay. It's out of reach. Last piece for the day. These are not pieces of clay that you toss around. The little like 1 and 2 pound pieces I will toss over. Much bigger than that, it's just no. You risk doing an injury to someone or something.
Yeah. No. Okay. And then after this, after lunch, back to painting.
Yes. Oh wait, I hadn't finished this dye. I was like, okay, time to make the next ball for the next dye.
We have pieces that are going to be heading towards. What is it? Not too long. Yeah, it's like a month or so.
It does not feel like mid-June.
No, it looks like it should be late April, early May outside. I'm having problems remembering what season it is due to the weather.
That's not. Oh, by the way, we're approaching the end of the second quarter. Second.
It's about halfway through the year.
Yeah. It feels more like the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
It's not particularly it's the season where we really have to pick up the pace and make things faster. It's like this is the season where we stop sleeping as much.
Get up at 5 in the morning and stay up till 10. Maybe 5.
Oh dear, an extra half hour sleep. Which reminds me, I need to change the piece of music that's on my alarm because I'm not staying awake when it goes off. I just kill it. It's like, no, I don't want it. Hey, Mix. Yeah. You like the new chair? The new old chair? Stay. Four, 7. This will be the 8th D20.
That's good.
Mind you, this is probably the quicker half of the process. They all still need their numbers painted. We could get a bunch more stuff drawn on today, and then I could switch over to painting some dice.
Yeah. Maybe a good idea. Never enough dice when it comes to all this stuff.
No, there's never enough dice. I still like the one time there was the lady who came through and bought 30 D12s. And I'm like, whatever for? And she's like, it's a class set. And I'm like, but what for? And she's like, instant multiplication problems. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That note, I'm actually switching from D20s to D12s. The 20s do go first.
Yeah,
The
there was
12s
one
go
year that they were selling so fast that we raised the price.
by
And it didn't slow down. No. And it was kind of like, wow. That was really something.
well, considering the ones we make, their price point is actually relatively comparable to shop bought plastic dice.
Because, well, how much would you spend on that? Oh, I wouldn't think too much about spending $2 on a die.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Especially big dice.
Yeah.
And my goodness, having played with these one summer,
Come here.
they sound like the dice of doom.
Oh, yeah. I have to say, yes, my arms are getting tired.
Well, this is the final piece.
I know, but I have to say yes. Because
Yeah.
getting tired.
So this will cover the Amphora and the Hydria, with all luck. Assuming he doesn't decide he needs more than 2 of either one of the 2 shapes. Yeah. That's what's like, do you want to throw a third one on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also occurs to me that original one that we of Uta's may be considerably smaller than the ones we make now.
Well, what we do is they come out at a certain size and all that stuff.
Yes.
It could be, but without having it,
Without a measurement of hers, yeah.
or making it that style.
Yes.
It's the one in the picture.
It's the one, we both have sort of gray background. It's the one on the left. That's one that we made about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And we keep looking at it going, oh man, we could do it better now.
Oh, especially when it goes handles.
Oh yes, the handles are just way outsized. They are not correctly in proportion. The top isn't actually that bad. It lacks the refinement of the more recent ones.
The right size, Mr. Bull. Almost. Nope.
You look like you're just about done there.
Yeah.
Okay. I will make this the last die then. Yep. Just polish down the mold line. There. I did 10 dice. 2 12s and 8 20s.
Great.
And I'll-
Here.
yeah, those ones can just stay there. Stay there.
And that's it for today. Thanks for
Okay.
joining us.
Bye. Get the right part of the screen up so I can do this.